How are you doing?
Bless up.
Greetings. Every time. So, of course, you have to introduce yourself. Let the listeners know about Royal Sounds, who you are, how many members. Let the listeners know.
Greetings. My name is Jassy Crosdale, and I make the music, playing the guitar and the drums on the production side.
Okay.
Yes, greetings, people. I'm AJ. Also one of the team who make the music, the bass player, the keyboard player.
Okay.
There's two other members that are not here with us at the moment due to all the restrictions.
Yeah.
That's Ras Semper, who's one of the vocalists, and Russ Hannibal, who's also another one of the vocalists.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay. So, how did you guys start your musical journey? How did it all begin?
Well, for us, because we're brothers, we've been playing and practicing our instruments, taught by our father from like a young age. I started playing the piano when I was about 8.
Okay.
Just probably earlier when I was 5, 4, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, young age, very young.
Yeah.
So we've been playing instruments from young, and in 2012, me and Jas decided that we want to start making our own music. So we started searching for other young people that were interested in reggae and stuff.
Yeah.
And 2013 we had our first show in Brixton.
Okay.
Yeah. And then from there we just been moving forward.
For real. You know, I know you guys are from London, the UK. How has, in the reggae world, how has Jamaica took to you? Because I know you went to Jamaica. How have they took to you?
Yeah, they love the roots.
Yeah.
But we're trying to broaden and reach more of them, get it on the radio and stuff.
Okay.
I think once they're aware more, they're going to love it.
Yeah, because you hear, like, for example, if you're from the UK, it's a lot harder to get onto the Jamaican station and so forth. But I just wanted to see if you guys have faced that as well.
Yeah, I think it's definitely harder because, as you know, obviously Jamaica, there's enough artists already that's doing reggae in Jamaica. When you think of reggae, most people automatically think of Jamaica. So it's been harder, as in we've had to push harder and put more work in, kind of thing. But the ones that, when we do show it to people out there, they're surprised. They're like, wow, you lot are from London, this sounds like old school roots kind of thing. And so we're just, like Jess said, we're just trying to push it out more towards that direction so they get used to our sound kind of thing.
One of the songs that I really kind of got me into, like, looking at you guys even more was a song called Love, or Pure Love. And I really enjoyed it. I just thought, you know what, this is the nice vibe. So tell us about that song.
Yeah. Well,
depends which one. Cause we have one called Love, and we have one called Pure Love.
Yeah. Okay. Go for both.
Well, Love, that was written by Ras Semper, and that was on our first album, Burning Inspiration.
Okay.
And I think at the time, speaking to Semper, obviously, he said he wrote that around when there's a lot of knife crime over here in London, especially amongst the youth.
Yeah.
So our music is about it's about the positive message, and obviously speaking on our stuff that's going on around us in London as young people. So it's just one of those songs that the positive message is paramount. Love is needed more than anything in this time right now.
Yeah.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
For real. So, when you're writing your music, how do you guys go about the process? How do you kind of come up with a song? How does it work?
Just like sometimes the singers, they might come with their lyrics and then we just make the music, find the chords and stuff, or like we might have a rhythm. We might just be in the studio vibes in like Love. That's how it came about.
Yeah.
It was organic. It wasn't really planned. Like it just happened. Then sometimes we might just send them a rhythm, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay.
A couple of different ways of doing it.
All right then, cool. So you spoke about your dad earlier, and the influence he had on you. What kind of teachings has he taught you within the music? Because I know he's played a big influence. So how has he done that?
Well, if it wasn't for that teaching, we wouldn't be like here, able to speak kind of thing. So I think everything for me, like when it comes to when we're making music, his teachings is like in the forefront of my head, because he showed us reggae from young age, and then he showed us all different types of music to bring in like good music. So his approval and his words is like key to how our music sounds, and why it sounds the way it sounds, because reggae is about, it's come from the foundation, from the elders, so you have to take certain things from the elders in order to make successful reggae kind of thing. You have to keep the roots. So it's, our dad's teaching is very paramount to us.
Yeah, for real. You know, you have to big up your dad for that, for real. He's done a good job. He's done a good job. You have to big him up.
Yeah.
So, you know, you spoke earlier about instruments that you guys play. So how does that help you when you're writing a song, structuring? Tell the listeners, because sometimes we don't always hear the background. So let them know.
Yeah. Because we understand chords and different harmonies that we want to use.
Yeah.
One day we might wake up and we want to write a happy song. So we strum different chords, and then one day it might be differently. So we just put it together.
Yeah, and I think the understanding of music and playing live instruments is what separates our music, because a lot of music is computerized and samples and all this different stuff, which is all good. But the ability to actually play your instrument just takes your music to like a different kind of level, and you can create anything once you can actually play your instrument. And that's another thing that we're trying to like encourage young people to do, is pick up instruments, because it's a good discipline to have, it's a good teaching to have, and it just makes music more realer when they're playing real instruments.
Definitely. Do you think it's dying, or do you think it's reborn again, you know, with the likes of Chronics and so forth?
It's a bit of a, because what I see in the reggae industry a lot, especially in Jamaica, is like they're trying to, for me, trying to please like the American, the more secular crowd.
Yeah.
And not that it's like losing the roots, but a lot of the elements of the roots is not really the forefront of the music anymore.
Okay.
Well, not as much as it was. And I don't think it's losing it. I just don't think it's not there as it should be. And that's something that we're trying to incorporate. Obviously, we like to play other music and incorporate other music, but the roots has to be the element. I think that's the element.
Definitely.
Can't lose the roots.
Definitely. And of course, you know, how would you, as Royal Sounds, describe yourself to the listeners out there? If they're first time wanting to check you guys out, how would you describe your music?
I would say roots music, but modern day roots music.
Okay.
That's quick. I would say modern day roots music, because we've got the elements of the roots music.
Yeah.
But our influence being around different kinds of music, like the rap genres and the different people that people are listening to, we like to incorporate that.
Yeah.
And as well.
Okay.
So I'd say modern day roots.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So who are you guys, I suppose, rating, I want to say, or looking up to? Who you guys, you know, when you turn on your speaker, who do you kind of listen to?
Loads.
A long list, yeah?
We've got Chronics. Yeah, the Janine.
Yeah, like Janine.
They got the classical stuff like the Wailers, Peter Tosh, Jimmy Cliff. It varies, and many different artists.
Yeah.
My playlist is quite different. I listen to all different kind of music.
Okay.
To be honest, depends on my mood.
Yeah.
But there's not like Chronics, Janine, for the new reggae people that I've been listening to lately.
For real.
Definitely those two. Leela Ike, I love Leela Ike's voice.
Yeah.
But mostly I tend to stay listening to the old school music. It's more inspirational for me, the old school music, because they're actually playing their instruments and stuff, like I said. So it creates more inspiration for me to create other music by listening to them.
Definitely. You know, when you spoke of Janine, she's one of my favourite artists as a female as well. But do you feel like, me personally, do you feel like she gets the credit or even looking into her music as it should do? Sometimes I don't really feel like she does, and she's fantastic at what she does. And I just wondered what your opinion was.
I think nothing different to like the other artists.
Yeah.
She's the ones that are sticking to the roots.
Okay, yeah.
Like her music is, obviously it has the jazz influence and all that stuff, but it's actually very roots.
Definitely.
Like she's not necessarily trying to make radio music, and so it's the same kind of thing like us. We're making roots music, so when you're making straight roots, it's kind of harder for you to get the credibility as everyone else that's trying to make the club songs or the dancey kind of songs.
Definitely.
So I think that's why, but she's definitely the top, definitely one of the top females out there, 100%.
Yeah, for real, definitely. You know, yourselves, I really want to know about the song as it changes, the song in 2013, and kind of how it came about and how it started for you guys, that song.
That song, we made the music in our studio many years ago, and then we met, like, I think we was doing the show at Hootenanny, Brixton.
Okay.
Yeah, in South London. So, yeah, and then we had Ras Sempa, Hannibal, Ras Spitfire, Bingy, and Jack Prayer on the same show. So then we decided the following day we want to go to the studio.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the vibes in the studio was kind of unplanned. We already had the rhythm track, but they just wrote their lyrics and just did their thing on it, basically. And then we shot, that was our first music video, basically.
Yeah, for real. It's a nice vibe as well.
Give thanks.
Definitely, yeah, man. You know, you've mentioned an artist called Ras Simba, and I wanted to know a little bit about them and kind of how you guys met, because I checked a few songs out and I thought, you know what, I'm feeling it. So, how did you guys meet each other?
I think, it's like the whole journey, because that same show, our first show that we had in Hootenanny, we got given a slot that was an hour and a half.
Okay.
And at that time, we was working, because Hannibal is our cousin.
Okay.
So we was working directly with him, and he only had about 3 or 4 songs at that time. So we put on Facebook, just out there, if anyone wanted to join the show kind of thing, contact us.
Yeah.
I remember one of Ras Sempa's friends contacted me and said, yeah, can me and my friend jump on the show? And then basically that day that we had the show is when we met Ras Sempa for the first time.
Okay.
And the energy was just like a brotherhood kind of energy. We all just connected as one. And like Just said, the following day we decided to make the Changes song, and then from there we was just linking up like almost every day, just making music.
Yeah, so it's like a brotherhood.
Yeah,
man, definitely. You know, this next question, I do ask a lot of people because it has a different meaning to each and everybody. What does Rasta mean to you guys?
For me, it's just the foundation of everything. So once you have the foundation, you can just build onto anything and just become as great. And it's like a guideline sort of thing.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah, spiritual vibes.
Yeah, man. You know, because, you know, there will be critics out there, and people have said it to me myself, that, you know, Rasta is just smoking weed and, you know, growing dreadlocks. And to me, that's quite offensive, if I'm honest.
Well, Rasta,
you know?
even the dreadlocks.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't really, they just deal with what they hear.
Yeah.
And obviously, without research, you have ignorant responses and ignorant thinking.
Yeah, definitely.
But if you research what Rasta is, obviously, like Just said, it's like the foundation is life. It is, if you try to live your life according to the teachings of Rasta, you can't really go wrong in my eyes.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've heard a lot of criticism. You hear these kind of things. You have to know just how to deal with, like, when they come your way.
For real.
Because, like I said, a lot of people don't do research. It's just about what they see and what they hear.
Yeah, definitely, for real. You know, I want to talk about, I know yourself, you know, you were in a band called, is it African Head Charge?
My father.
Okay.
Yeah, Rasta, me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he was like They're a legendary band from many years ago.
Wow.
So he used to play the guitar with them, and also Prince Lincoln and the Royal Rasses.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's touring the world, basically.
Wow. And, you know, when you say that, you say it so casual, so chilled. But what does that entail? What does that do? Because I know touring is quite strenuous. It can be quite tiring for those who don't know.
Yeah, when we're on tour, it's inspiration, and it's just great, and it's just fun. We just have a lot of fun, show after show, touring, it's great. And getting the music across to the people. Yeah. And it's just, it's good, man.
Okay. So, you know, I want to know from yourselves, what have you ever been to a concert and, you know, you felt like, yeah, this is it. This is the concert that of my dreams kind of thing, or is it yet to come?
I don't. I haven't actually been to one that I can say is like that. I've watched some that I can say from the past with that the elders. There's Peter Tosh. There's a Peter Tosh particular show. Yeah. That's what kind of made me want to do. Apart from being taught from my dad, but watching that show kind of shaped me. I looked at it, I was like, I want to do that. I would love to be doing that. Okay. But I've been to a lot of good shows over the years of watching, but in terms of what you said as in the show, I haven't, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay. So did you guys see Chronics and Coffee, you know, at Ali Pali and that performance?
Yeah. That was great.
That was a nice show.
The venue, the fact that they sold it out was very inspirational.
Yeah, for real. That'll be you guys soon, you know that, innit?
That's what we're saying, man.
For real. And you know what? It's really inspiring as well to see bands, you know, not just, you know, single artists as such, but so tell the listeners kind of like how it works in a band and what you have to do.
It's definitely not easy. It's a lot of work because there's obviously everyone's got their own personalities, everyone's got their own ideas, and it's just about working together. Communication is obviously definitely key. Yeah. Once everyone's on the same page and you have the same goal, it just makes things easier. Everything just flows. So it's just about working together, teamwork makes dreams work, kind of thing. But it definitely has its hard moments, definitely.
Okay.
Especially when you're creating, like everyone's got different ideas and different kind of ways they want to do something, and so we have moments. We have our moments. Obviously, we're brothers in general, so we have the ups and downs. It's just like a family kind of thing.
Definitely. And you know, you guys, you've got. Is it 3 different albums now, and one's just come out?
Got one album.
Okay. We've got one album. We have a few and one EP. We have put out a few mixtapes.
Okay.
But it's just the album and the EP is the latest.
Okay.
We have our album finished with my professor with Ariwa Records. That should be coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I like the one that was recently released about the pandemic.
That was a project.
For real. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really inspirational, really good, but different as well. So it wasn't the everyday kind of, I'm going to say reggae album. It was different intakes on different things. I really enjoyed it. So big up for that. For real. So how did it come about? How did it all happen, that one?
That one was a result of this lockdown. Obviously, everyone was in lockdown.
Yeah.
And I remember we were doing something during that time called where we was showing a YouTube video showing us making rhythms. Called The Rhythms of Our Way. And we made that rhythm as part of that project. And then we just decided, because it's lockdown, I'm sure different artists are just sitting there waiting to do stuff. So we just a challenge called 24-hour word sound power.
Okay.
Where we gave the artists gave them the rhythm to just give them 24 hours to come up with something.
Yeah.
We got loads and loads of feedback from that.
For real.
And then, we just decided to put it together as an actual project. That came together wicked nicely.
Yeah, it was good. For real, definitely. So, what's next for you guys? I know at the minute we can't do live performances. But what have you guys been working on or hoping to achieve for the future?
Well, we got loads and loads and loads and loads of music stocked up.
Okay.
We've got, like I said, we have an album that's there waiting to be released with a Rewa. Okay. That's more a dub focused album.
Yeah.
We just came back from Jamaica and we did some recording in Tough Gong.
Yeah. So
we have an album pending that we did in Jamaica. It's just we've got loads of music, really. It's just about planning and releasing. We want to do more visuals. We don't have shows, so we just want to get together on the visuals.
Yeah, for real. And you know,
no,
I was going to say, what was it like going to Jamaica and how did it feel, apart from love, obviously?
It's amazing. It's like one of the greatest countries. It's just very nice. You got everything you need there, the good sun, the good food, the nice animals, everything's nice there, man.
Yeah,
that's our home from home, like, because we're there quite often. We got obviously our families there. But last time was just very, very, very inspirational to be able to go to Bob Marley's studio, Tough Gong, and record. That was an experience, man.
Different vibe, yeah?
Yeah, different.
Yeah, for real. So, you know, we have to talk about, you spoke about your dad and the old school reggae artists, but if you had to pick, I suppose, it's quite hard, but if you had to pick an artist of inspiration or you listen to, who do you have somebody that you would go to or pick to?
Yeah, for me, I'd say on a Peter Tosh.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because the lyrics and the music behind the lyrics, so everything's just powerful and meaningful.
Yeah.
But still very groovy.
Yeah. Okay.
For me, it's the Wailers. It's the Wailers that.
Yeah.
Because that music, there's been none like it. So that music is. Anytime I listen to it now, anytime it just feels fresh.
For real.
So I love it. Yeah. Okay. And also my dad's music as well. Like, you lot yet to hear it, but my dad's got a lot of old school music that inspired us, or me, greatly to what we do now.
Wow, okay. Big up your dad again, for real. Yeah, man. So, you know, what would you say to young people that are coming up in the business or want to be in a band? What kind of advice could you give them?
Just work hard and practice your skills every day and just focus on it.
For real.
Everything's cool.
Yeah, man.
Practice, definitely you have to be great at your craft. Have a plan, like an end goal.
Yeah.
You know what you expect to achieve and what you want to achieve. And stay true. Make sure your message is a positive message, because music is a powerful tool and we have to use it correctly.
Definitely.
So that would be my message.
For real. And how can people, you know, get in touch with you if they want to link you on social media and so forth? How can they go about that?
Yeah, like Facebook and Instagram. Just type Royal Sounds and then you'll see us. And then from there, it's got our emails and everything important that you need.
Okay. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that, for real. So,
yes.
You know, people always ask me to ask, would you guys be up for doing a little something now? Anything you want to do?
Yeah, we can play something right lively from our studio.
Okay. Okay, yeah, man. I feel privileged.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
The song's a little taste of it.
Yeah, man.
This is what we did in Jamaica.
Okay.
This particular. DJKat, this is AJ representing Royal Sounds.
Jassy, big up.
DJKat, enough love, enough respect.
That
every time.
Yes.
Blessings for real.